we're in here shifting our beliefs. Okay. We're shifting our beliefs. We're trying to saturate our minds. Yes, the mantra, but saturating our minds with new, amplified, better beliefs so that we can create new experiences and harden new experiences into fact. So we're, the thought, we've been talking about this, thoughts create reality. Okay. Thoughts create reality. What am I thinking the majority of the time? What are my most dominant thoughts? Okay. Do I have the discipline to, and the mantric practice, and certainly addiction meditation? Those practices help kind of, those are things, and all of our Kundalini practice, but very much addiction meditation and mantric practice of any mantra that we do in here. Um, does it for you. So it already goes into the subconscious, goes into the brain, clears things up, breaks up hardened thought forms, beliefs, limiting beliefs, habits, patterns, ways of thinking, ways of being, the pull, the negative pull that maybe something that's happened before has, that, even like you could say, if you look at from a collective example, that swing of outrage. Okay, so the people that are really caught up in that pendulum swing of outrage and just attach themselves to anything that's being projected out, as a thing to be like upset about or get crazy about. It's like they don't even have the control to not even react. You know what I mean? It's like right away, like they hear the thing, they don't know any backstory, but you see a headline and people are getting like out of fucking control. Okay, so that is that's a glandular system thing. That's a glandular system. That's a biochemical uh, situation. Okay, so we use the mantric science, the mantric recitations mentally, and obviously mentally, we know that the mantra is just as powerful as you mentally, as you whisper it, as you speak it out loud. Then, of course, we know we speak it out loud, the tongue is hitting meridian points of the roof of the mouth. It's creating a glandular secretion. That too is then going into the entire system and making changes to the brain, to the entire system, changing patterns, changing things within us, molecular structure within us to then the environments outside of us then relate to that and shift to that. And it's very scientific, and it's also a little magical and celestial too. um and then of course just the addiction meditation goes in to the parts of the brain where habits and patterns are formed, and it breaks it up so that way we can, and we've many of us in here, friends, clients, you know, students, others in the community, our other spiritual friends in the community, anybody that practices any sort of like meditation or what we're doing in here, types of things we're doing in here, know that there have been things in the past that had a hold on you. And then you do these practices and like doesn't even phase you. Okay. We change thought forms in here. I speak often about one of the reasons that I'm so big on this mantra, teaching this mantra, is because of the way it changed the way I think about myself. Okay. So thoughts I used to have about myself in every way whatsoever have completely changed. Okay. Things I would never, that would never even occur to me now. Thoughts I used to have that would never even cross my mind. Verbiage that I would never even think to use words like that. They are not even in my, they're no longer even in my system. And it wasn't like I was actively trying to remove certain words, certain phrases, certain, things I would say to myself actively from my system. They were gone. They're gone. Okay. So and just the way I perceived like everything, and the way I thought about everything, and the way I think about others, and just all of that, like the way, like everything, everything changed. Okay. So it's a very important practice.